Hey, what's up guys? It's Corey here with Dapper Dollars, and today we're going to talk about how Vuzix potentially just doubled the value of their company and potentially the stock share as well. You ready? Let's get started. So this channel is all about using the online income opportunities we have with merch by Amazon and Etsy to build our income online and invest this income in things like the stock market and real estate. If that sounds like something you're interested in, like and subscribe, and let's get started. So, what Vuzix just announced today is that they have created one of the smallest micro LED display systems in the world. And this is great news because it takes us in multiple different directions as far as opening new doors for Vuzix and getting Vuzix further down the road as far as making sure their Vuzix glasses are consumer ready for the people who want to wear these in real life. So anyway, let's first address the elephant in the room is that they have announced this as one of the smallest micro LED displays. This means that they don't have the smallest and they don't have the patent on that technology. However, what they're doing here is it's exceptional. It is one of the smallest in the world, and they're putting it into practical application uses in the video that they show with this announcement. And it puts Vuzix in an excellent spot to actually do what they are trying to do, because like we said before, they want to have the Vuzix glasses in a place where the Vuzix Blade specifically in a place where it is able to be used with cell phones and things like that to have augmented reality projected onto the lenses of these glasses. And so this is taking them one step closer to being able to have consumer-ready glasses in the future or advance the business-to-business business that they already have. So these are great things for Vuzix right now. And like we said, this is putting them one step closer to having the Vuzix Blade in the hands of the customers and have these Vuzix Blades work in a consumer setting. And what the potential here is that Vuzix has talked about in the past, at least as far as the EMT section of the business, is that Vuzix would offer the Vuzix Blade, either with the purchase of a phone by Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile, and you would basically get this set of Vuzix glasses, or you would pay a little bit less. You would get a discount for a set of Vuzix glasses with your purchase of a phone. And in this scenario, you would be able to get to see what exactly Vuzix can do as far as pairing with your phone and how augmented reality glasses could pair with phones and Vuzix could establish themselves in the consumer space before Apple comes in and takes over. Because right now Vuzix has a great hold on the business-to-business space, and I think that they're going to hold that exceptionally well. However, we do see that Apple is going to come out with Apple Glass in the future. And if Vuzix can just get into a position before Apple gets into this space and at least get some market share, it is going to be an amazing opportunity for Vuzix. And the micro LED display does this. It helps to get Vuzix a little bit further ahead of Apple and hopefully launch this product way before Apple and put it in a mass production situation. Now, the heads-up display, you might also remember that Vuzix has a military contract in the last videos that we've talked about as far as their earnings report and where the direction of the company is going. And the heads-up display is a massive opportunity within the military space because that is, aviation. Aviation is one of the main factors and forces that uses heads-up display to project the information on a pilot's glasses, so a pilot isn't having to look down at gauges and knobs and things like that. Instead, all of the information is projected onto the lens that the pilot is wearing, and they don't have to worry about looking anywhere else. It keeps them safe and it keeps the passengers on this aircraft safe as well. So heads-up display in that area is going to be one of the driving factors for having the smallest, or one of the smallest LED projection systems is going to be a driving factor for Vuzix moving forward because it's going to give them better technology to offer the military to use in the future and hopefully close some of these contracts and put Vuzix in a place to actually get these contracts and start making mass production for the military. Now, the real significance of this money as far as it goes for you and I is that it is a potential $4.6 billion a year industry by the year 2025. Right now it is still growing, but with $4.6 billion, you can see that this would double what Vuzix is as far as its value as a company. Now I know that Vuzix isn't going to get all of that, but we just need to acknowledge that this is a significant portion of income that Vuzix could be bringing in and will likely be bringing in with the heads-up display market that is going to be offered to Vuzix. Because right now we see that the applications of heads-up display and the significance of this are mostly in the consumer areas. And they are in the military as well. However, the consumer areas of the BMW, if anyone's ridden in a BMW made by I think 2019 to 2021, you can see that BMW is effectively using heads-up display to give people a roadmap while driving, tell them their speed, and give them notifications of what the current speed limit is for that area that they're driving. And this is a great opportunity because if you've looked at anything in the past, you know that autonomous driving and heads-up display are moving in synchronicity with each other as they take steps forward. The autonomous reality of driving means that you're going to need to also have a easy-to-read display that is not distracting you from the road, because if the key factor behind autonomous driving is to reduce risk while driving, then why would you allow a potential limiting factor of looking down at your dashboard, taking your eyes off the road, to take away from the safety of the person as well? So a heads-up display with autonomous driving is one of the coupling of driving factors that is really pushing the autonomous autonomous movement forward and the safety of the passenger forward. So heads-up display units with autonomous driving are moving together, and this is one of the driving factors for heads-up display and where Vuzix stands to benefit from all of this. Because with making the smallest micro display system, Vuzix is putting themselves in a position to offer this to American automakers, because right now BMW with their heads-up display is working with a German producer and semiconductor producer to create the heads-up display systems within BMW. However, I haven't seen many American-made cars like Ford, Chevy, GMC, or any of these come out with a competitor to the heads-up display. So if they wanted to put heads-up displays in their vehicles, they would have to go to the supplier of BMW. And I mean, whenever you're buying American-made, you don't really want to have the foreign-made products in your car. So Vuzix creating this micro LED system in one of the smallest formats is going to give American-made companies the opportunity to have heads-up display in their products as well. And this is going to benefit Vuzix because they are going to obviously profit from selling this technology to cars in the future, motorcycles, and also there is the thought of putting these in, if you've seen the past videos on Paul Travers' brother, who is a swimmer, putting this technology into goggles for divers or professional swimmers, because it would be able to project this information on the goggles of swimmers' goggles, and you would get your lap time, you would have the depth at which you're swimming if you're a diver, all of those things that you need to know while you're swimming you would not have to think about and keep track of, because if you know anyone who is a swimmer or a diver, it is a little difficult while you're swimming to keep track of how many laps you've swam. I did triathlons at one point. My father-in-law does triathlons quite a bit. And sometimes you lose track of how many laps you've swam, so you have to stop and keep track on your phone. However, with something that could be offered by Vuzix to swimmers to have a heads-up display on their goggles, they would be able to see the exact distance they swam, because the tracking chip that could be put in there is insignificant compared to how big the heads-up display amount would be. And that would give swimmers the opportunity to not have to, or to be able to keep track of all of those things in a much more efficient way than stopping what they're doing to check their lap time. So anyway, like I've said, all of this is a massive value add for Vuzix, and it seems to be pushing Vuzix in a direction of expanding what they're able to do, because right now with Vuzix they just have the M series glasses, and these are great, but right now the M series glasses and the software alone really, in my opinion, put Vuzix at a value of about $5 billion overall as a company. However, like we said, adding the $4.6 billion from the heads-up display could potentially double the size of this company and the stock value itself. And again, I don't expect Vuzix to capture all of this. I do expect Vuzix to do a great job of selling themselves and maximizing the opportunity they have with announcing this technology to now put this technology in front of consumers who might want this technology in their vehicles, eyewear of any kind, aviation systems, or any sort of thing that could benefit from a heads-up display. Paul Travers is great at marketing his technology, and so I don't anticipate this being an issue, and I see that Vuzix is likely going to have some incredible revenues in the future by offering this technology to customers and, military people alike. So anyway, this is my evaluation of what exactly this looks like and how I see it playing out with this micro LED display announcement. I would love to know your guys' opinion. Please leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you're invested in Vuzix, if you're thinking about it. Obviously, the market is coming back strong, so the time to invest would be now because it seems the next bull run is well on its way. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a great week. And remember, someone is going to do something amazing every day, guys. Why not you? See ya.